So I am live and kicking. Well then, let's get stuff on. Let's just take some pictures. If you're watching this back, because no one's on here at the moment, it's only just started. I'm only coming on here for, what time is it now? Coming on here for an hour, just over an hour, because I got football at 7. Well, maybe just after an hour. And yeah, I'm going to try and take pictures of most of the stuff that's in this room, except for the Trackmaster, because we've got a lot of listing to do before I go on holiday. I want to try and schedule my listing today and tomorrow. That is my main game, to try and just list. Well, tonight when I finish football, I'm going to come back and I'm just going to do an all-nighter and try and just get at least 50 to 70 pictures of stuff. If I can get 50, I'll be fine. Depends on how I feel. And then tomorrow I can just list and schedule. So yeah, I'll list some tonight, 5 tonight, and then obviously 5. Hello, Kevin. Is Big Al going? I don't think so. I told him to go and take a banner. Hello, Lord. So I picked up this. This is one nice little thing. £3 it cost me. Well, it's got the little badge thing there, which is pretty cool. So I can maybe get more. I don't know if the code has been used. Well, right, let's get this. It's in mint condition as well, so cover the code, because somebody will, I know them, will try and use it. So see, get more people on, see if any more people come on to this, and then talk about the eBay, obviously open meetup thing, what's happening in October, if you have been invited. I don't know if it's just invitation only. I haven't got a clue, or is anybody allowed to go? I haven't got a clue. I wouldn't know. Teddy, he is a bit creepy. My lad yesterday turned him around. So obviously my bed's behind me. He turned him around like that. I picked him up for £1. She said she doesn't know if it works, but it's a Play School one. And it talks, and you obviously put the story in, and it reads story. I thought from a distance it was from a film. You remember that? What's that kid called? That child prodigy that had did loads of films. He did the one Mel Gibson, I See Dead People. That kid, yeah. He did a film where he's a robot kid. Is it AI intelligence? And there's a bear that always goes around with him. If you don't know what I'm on about, take a look and then have a look at the bear. It's very similar. I thought it was that, and I was thinking, wow, mega money. How rare is that bear? How many people have that bear? You know, it's like, what, 20-year-old film, 25-year-old film now, is it? Something like that. And I thought it was that because it looks very similar, you know, but without the clothing. But then I saw that, I was like, maybe not. But hopefully it works. It's a £25 bear, 25 to £30 bear, that is. But yeah, it's going to be quite. Hopefully it works, because them sort of things do sell really well. I've had one similar to that, and really good. So this is one. I am not showing that code because somebody will be like, "Is the code been used?" I haven't got a clue. Yeah, that's the sort of things that are worth a lot of money. Oh, the Hocker. No, I haven't enlisted them yet. I'm going through the stuff like as we speak. That's one of the other boxes that I need to go through. I've got some stuff here at the moment where I've got some Trackmaster because I've got all the stuff that's in the boxes downstairs. If you watch that video, they're quite like small things, not heavy, bits of tech. I've done the toy bundle, like plushes, and I've still got stuff in the room which I need to take out, which I don't want to, I can't put in a box, if you know what I mean. Like, I got this, which I can list. I've got like a couple of pots. So I'm just going to be listing all this stuff really and just getting through as much as I can. I've got to take the stuff out of the room. Like I said, I've got a Trackmaster, which I've had for like a year and a half. I mentioned that in today's video. If you haven't watched it, go and take a look. This thing's not worth much, but because of the design of it, the army design, it should sell quite well because of what it looks like. It's Woolworths, so it's got some meaning to it, you know, Woolworths. Just hope it works. It hasn't got a thingy cable to it, but I have got one somewhere. So I'm going to go and check now because I don't really want to put batteries in it because it's got the big old school batteries, the big fat ones. So yeah, we'll test this out live. It's a nice little stereo, to be fair. See, back in the day, if you're in your 30s, 40s, back in the day, most kids had a stereo system in their bedroom. Now they don't, do they? Get them listed. I was next to you when you got them. Oh, are you? Oh, you're that lad, are you? Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I was thinking because obviously when people come to me in a car boot, unless I've met you quite a few times, and obviously the Holcott's not my local car boot. It will be my Thursday car boot from now on because it's just too good not to go to for me. I'd rather go to that one than go to the one on a Thursday near me because it's drivel. And yeah, I could actually go to both because Holcott opens at 9, really, doesn't it? It doesn't open at 11 like they say. It opens at 9. And throughout the summer holidays, it should be really, really good, to be fair. So, yeah, you should have bought, mate. You had that chance. Yeah, the thing is, though, I might struggle selling them because they're like a size 13 and a half. And I know going to outlets and stuff like that, they don't sell very good. You know, like the big trainers. 13 and a half, I think I would probably, the max size I would get. Anything bigger than that, I wouldn't even touch because people don't really buy them. This is in mint condition. This is from Holcott. This is on the day I've met you, mate. So nice to meet you. Very soon. Obviously, I'm going on holiday this week, so I'm not going to be seeing you recently. I actually really like this. If I didn't get copyrighted, I mean, on lives, I don't really make no money, to be fair. But you've really got to be like I show speed status to make money. But yeah, this. God, that's a bit dusty. This is doing lives is not really worth. You can't make money off lives if you've got a small channel. You've got to have a good 100,000, I would say, or you've got to have really loyal like followers that come on his channel. So if I got coming up to 6,000. If I got like 5,000 of my followers come on and watch a live, then I would. Probably if I did a live where somebody was winning 10 grand, God, my stream would be mad, wouldn't it? But yeah, we'll what do you call it? See, because like I said, I am going to football at 7, so maybe an hour and 25 minutes. I will answer your question in 1 second, Lord. Fart. What is it? Fartwood. I'll answer your question. So I'm just going to get a figure 8 cable. Wherever they are. One tip I would say, if you are a reseller and you're going into a lot of electrical stuff, always, if you see a person who sells a lot of wires and stuff like that, pick them up. If they're like 50p for a figure 8 wire, pick them up because they're hard to find. There we go. Oh, no, that's not figure 8. That's something else. What's that? Oh, we watched it. Watch me not have one now. And SCART leads and that as well. Always have a SCART lead. HDMI leads. They all help. I'm not going to have one, am I now? Saying that. I watch me not have one. Is that one? It's chunky. No. Oh, great. Is that one? That's matched. So that's no good. I see plugs, but I don't see no ends. That's a kettle one. Oh, great. I'm not going to be able to test it. The only trouble. I have so many power cables, but I haven't got the one that I said, you've got to go and get them. All right there. Let's see what batteries it takes. I've got also buy every single battery you know to man because it'll save you a lot of money. Lord, I am going to the eBay meetup. A lot of people are going. Ricky is coming out with his shell and going. He's probably thinking because he might be the winner of it. Jamie Dodger's going. Master of Peace is going. He's just said it in his new video. These are massive batteries. For God's sake, they're huge. Upper. I can't be bothered to stick the batteries in. I need to find a figure 8. There's like 6 big chunky batteries. No one's going to buy that if it's like that. When you need one, why can't you find one? Let's have a look in here. Nope. I'll be 2 seconds. I need to find one of these because it's annoying me. Just like that, I have found one. 3. So, I'm going to get electrocuted now. Will it work? You think Jammy Dodger will win? I'm actually going to tell you what I actually think will happen. I can't say the other 3. I know there's George's Cheshire Quest or whatever his name is. I don't think he will win. Unfortunately for him, I don't think he will win because he's facing 3 people who are bigger socially. And you got to remember, eBay are thinking about this in another way. They're going to be asking them to do probably more things. Look how Nick and Andrew are now, and they are like, they're sort of like in there with eBay a bit, aren't they? So I don't think he'll win. You know, it'd be nice to see that, because I am going to go in it next year. I'm just going to go in it, see if I can get shortlisted. Next year could be even, I would say, if Ricky wins, it'll give me more hope, because Ricky's out. If you've got to think about anybody who's very similar to what I am, Ricky and me are very similar in, like, we do speak what we say. We don't really care. You know, we're not here to kiss anybody's backsides and stuff like that. So that's why I like Ricky, right? As a seller, Jammy Dodger is I think Jammy Dodger, out of all of them, is the best seller. George is very good at it as well, but Jammy Dodger, remember, he's been doing it for not as much, and he's like a machine. I've always said he's a machine. I've told him he's like a machine. George, I think, has got more knowledge than anybody else, but this is about a community thing, if you know what I mean. It's not about who's the best, right? Ricky's great at certain things. George is great at certain things. Jammy Dodger is great at other things. The other ones I don't really know, because I don't watch them. I don't know where they're from. I don't know what social thing. And I think if you're doing community stuff, you've got to be socially quite like out there. You don't have to be a big person, but you've got to not only be helping people online, but you've also, like what Nick and Andrew said, you've got to be trying to do like meetups, come together and like do that. Also, you've got to do helping others in other ways. We can all talk on here and talk, oh, look, I picked up this. You'll make 50 quid out of it if you find one. That's helping them in a way, but it's not really helping. I think community means going out and actually, maybe what I did last year, and I'm not saying I should win because I did, but I brought my community together last year to get loads of presents in for that Christmas foundation, and then I raised 600 quid and spent out of my own money, which I didn't know, for that dogs charity place. I didn't have to. That is community to me, right? And I know people say, Ricky said it on his video today, I think, you don't have to like show it, but obviously you do have to show it, because otherwise no one's going to know, are they? And if you're doing YouTube, then fair enough. You're getting put in the paper anyway, like I got put in the paper, local paper. And you just got to, wait a minute, let me just try and switch this on. That's all right. That's working. Right, let's put the CD in. I've got a great CD in a minute. I'm just going to get the CD. It's going to be an ace one. I found it in something. This was in a bundle I picked up, not CDs, because I don't buy CDs. But yeah, what was saying? I'm gonna enter. I was gonna enter this year. I got the email to enter. If you get me, you get like emails every month telling you what's happening with eBay and so. And that was the eBay saying I could enter, blah blah blah. And you got to do. I saw the stuff you got to fill in. I thought, I'll do another day because I can't be bothered today. And then I got the email as well on the same day or on the same week to do the eBay open meet, because I don't know if everybody's allowed to go to that open meet, or is it just business sellers? I know some people got cards, like George Ross, obviously, virtual reseller. He got a card. Does that mean something? Why has he got a card and I just got an email? You know what I mean? So when it comes to stuff like that, I thought, yeah, I'll do that one because it's easier to do. And I completely forgot. And then I went, right, I'm going to do it. And it was, I think the last date to enter was the 20th of June, I think it was. So I thought, right, I'll do it now. And it was the 21st. And I was like, ugh, I was going to go. I don't know who was entering. I had a feeling that George was going and Jamie was going in because they went in last year. But I didn't know Ricky was going in. He kept that quiet. I suppose you will, unless you get obviously put into the top 5. So next year, I'm going to go in it. I mean, there's other categories. You don't have to go in the community one. I mean, in the next year, I could be like a massive business. I'm not, but yeah. Anyway, here we go. Name a tune. Awesome. I'm gonna get that and put it in the car. But yeah, tune, isn't it? It's a tune. Back in the day. What else is on here? Oh, there's a dance to this. What else is there? Venga Boys were ace. I don't care. The amount of times I danced in disco is this. Venga Boys coming down. Yeah. All tunes. Up and down. Up. See, that's free. 3 out of 3. Oh, that's proper. Clubbing. I don't know that one. I know that one. Oh, yes. Shows you're dancing. Remember this one? I go to eat pizza. Oh, no, I just dance sideways. 2-step. That's going in the car. Kai's going to love that. By the way, Kai gave me, well, he didn't give me it because I actually bought it for myself earlier. Kai, because it's my birthday on Sunday and I'll be on holiday, Kai got me a card. I've already opened it. Well, I didn't even wrap it. And he's not even put happy birthday in it. He's put, dear Daddy, like a letter. It will be so fun when we go to Greece. I love you lots from Kai and Linda, which is my mom. No happy birthday. Yeah, cheers. So we went into Morrison's because I need to go to Morrison's, and I got that. Something cheap. I think it was like £12.50. Well, that'll go to the collection. Pretty cool. When you think about it, it's sort of like a reseller sort of Lego set. You know, I've had one of them. And I've had a TV. I'm so tempted to make it, but it's going to go to the collection. I might actually just go and buy one myself another time, but yeah, pretty cool. But now I've bought one of these. This actual cable, I can sell it with it. I'm going to sell the actual thing with it. Might as well. It'll sell better. Are you going? Has anybody got an invitation to the eBay meet at all? Anybody? Or is it just business sellers? Or I don't know. So anyway, on to the question about. We'll talk about the meetup in a bit. Right, because I sort of like got distracted from playing Venga Boys. Right, I'm gonna go through each one and give you my good points and bad points about all the three I know, right? Because they're the only three I can really say anything about because I do watch them. There's not many. There's no bad points really about any of them because I enjoy all their videos. I watch them. I sort of skip when George has done a really long video and Ricky's done a long video. I sort of like skip it. I think 40 minutes car boot. It's just too much. It's just drags on. You know what I mean? Too long for me. But when it comes to like what they're like, they've all got different ways. I think out of the three, Ricky's got the most charisma in his videos. And he's just better on camera. It's weird when you think how he says how he doesn't like being put in a, like going places in a meetups and stuff like that. It just shows that some people are so good in front of the camera in their own little space, but they're like in a real life situation, they're not the same person. And it's going to be quite fun to see him at the open meetup at eBay, because will he be like quiet? I think he'll be all right, to be fair, because most of the people who will be around him will know who he is. He knows who them are. I've done this before. See, when it comes to the eBay meetup, I've done it before at Body Power when I was doing obviously my fitness, and that was when I wasn't known. No one knew who I was. I was just this little YouTuber doing a fitness journey, had about 1,000 subscribers, and then there was probably, I still met about 5 people. I was like, oh, John. And I was like, hello, who are you? But when I go, people are going to know me. People who watch me, who I've never met before, will see me, and obviously then I've never met Ricky. I've never met Jamie. I think I might meet Jamie before it actually goes on, because I'm planning on going down south to do some car boots down there, later on, after I've listed all my stuff and started actually recouping some money. But yeah, it'll be fun. It's going to be fun. But yeah, Ricky's good at that. But obviously, it's about community. I think out of the 3, like, it's for help wise, I do feel like Ricky and George are probably similar. Jamie's not as good in that. He doesn't seem to really help as many people like on camera. He has helped. He helps in the background. I spoke to him. He did help Cheryl with me set up a YouTube channel in certain ways, and that's a different side, obviously privately. But George obviously helps. Like when he does all the vintage thing came out, and he likes to do all that stuff. He's very good at explaining. George is very good. He's very, I would say, if you wanted to hire somebody to represent eBay, George probably I would pick out of all of them, because he's just very likable. He's that nice guy. Ricky's more like me. You either love him or you hate him, even though he's not a nasty person. I'm not a nasty person, but some people can't get him like they can't get me. And people who are just, maybe I've had people who subscribe to me think he's a bit arrogant. I don't think he's arrogant. It's just his way he is. He's not arrogant. He's nowhere near arrogant. If you get to know him, and he sort of like trusts you, he will always message you. He will always reply to you, privately and stuff like that, like he has done with me. But Retro does as well. George does. I always tell the mick out of him because he obviously supports Arsenal. He should win anyway. I said to him privately, I said, you're probably going to come second, like Arsenal do, because he's an Arsenal fan. But yeah, you got. I think Jamie is like the most. He's a workhorse out of them all. He deserves. I think these like different ones. I actually think Jamie could have gone into one of the other ones. I don't know what they are. That's why last night I asked about Nick and Andrew about the newbie ones. What classes are the newbie? Is it the first year of you being on eBay, or is it a couple of years? Because I think there's different statuses when you. If I was going to do a like a reward, I would say like you have. I don't know. I would personally say like treat like football. So you have a. It's hard because it's eBay in it. And there's so many different categories on eBay. You know, like you got proper businesses on there, and you got like it's not just resellers, but you know, like with football, you have player of the year, which is like obviously the players vote for the best people, and they'll have a category. And I think then that should be like who do you think deserves to be like the winner, right? And then I think there should be an eBay one. So eBay officially have one who they think is the best, which they're going to just choose the one that's making the most money. And then I think I should have an achievement award who's gone from maybe, I don't know, maybe part-time to full-time, maybe gone from a certain amount of money to set or loads of sales, you know, like really improved a lot, most improved, that's it, that's what you call it. And then maybe there's under 21s, but you can't have an under 21s one, can you? I don't know, maybe, I don't know, that's it. And then obviously have your business award one, maybe have a private seller award. I think vintage should do it. I really think vintage should do one. I think vintage would be a bit more cooler, but I don't know. Oh my God, how can you compare yourself to Ricky? He's good. He's a good person who came from nowhere. All you do on your blogs is moan and put people down. Never happy. That's why nobody turned up for you. All right, Kevin. You've turned up to this chat, haven't you? Have you just signed up, have you? No, the thing is, I don't moan. I moan about the real life things. Ricky moans more than me. He puts up loads of stuff about people who troll him like you. And that's the thing. Go to channel. Joined 17th of May. Oh, Kevin, I'll keep you on. See, I'm not moaning now. No, the thing is, we've all got different personalities. I didn't say compare. I'm not comparing myself to Ricky. I'm talking about like we don't care what we say. There's a difference, right? I'm not prim and proper. I'm not the golden child. I'm not. Right? If something like if Retro Reseller had something that really, really annoyed him, he probably wouldn't talk about it unless it was like something serious, like Vintage banned him or whatever, right? Where he stays away from controversy, you know, and all that stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. Emma, you going, are you? I'll see you there then. For this year, they've all got they're all blagging it, aren't they? All begging it. I take the mick out of them. You're all begging it, but I would be as well. It's 10 grand, isn't it? So what you have to do is when you get an email of like newsletters every month. I think you have to be a business seller to actually try for these awards, and then you see the list of what one you want to go in, and then you click on it, and then you got to fill the form. So then you get nominated. You nominate yourself to go in it, and then you don't know how many's been nominated. Obviously, then eBay do their research and go, oh, let's have a look. Oh, hello, Ricky or George. Oh, wow, 20,000 subscribers. Okay, good. Let's have a look. They'll probably look at a few videos. All right, yeah, he looks all right. Yeah, put him in, and that's how they probably do it. If you've got no social media outlets and all that, you're never ever going to be winning, because you got no proof, have you? With the business one, it might be a bit different, because obviously eBay know what you're selling and how much you sell. If you're going for like the best business of the year and you've made like 200 or 300 grand, you got a good chance of winning, haven't you? So yeah, Big Al could have. Well, I don't know. I think Big Al's got done because he gets a lot of new stuff, and I've said to him, when you got to get a lot of new stuff and it's not actually from them manufacturers, so if you're getting Nike trainers, which has had loads of problems saying they're all fake and whatever, right? If you haven't got the receipts and you're getting all these Nike clothing and all that stuff, you really are got to be wary of what you're selling, because that's like with them hawkers. They're new. So maybe you can get away with the odd one, but if you're selling constantly, like I go to the outlets and I'm selling constantly, you got to make sure you got the receipts. Now, if I got all this new stuff and it was off the car boot, then you're going to get problems, because if you sell it, if it's a one-off, you're going to be all right. But if you say you've got a person who's constantly giving you all this new stuff, they're going to be like, where are you getting this stuff from? Is this it's probably nicked, isn't it? So we're going to get rid of it. We don't want somebody dodgy like you. And he obviously hasn't got the proof, and that's why he's probably got banned. He's got the receipts where it's coming from. I can't tell you where he gets it from, but I know where he gets it from. But yeah, he probably can't then. That's not good enough proof, if you get me. So it's a tricky situation, especially how much money he's made for eBay, and that's wrong. What I think, he's now had to close down everything. He sells on Amazon. He's millionaire, isn't he? So he's not going to really be bothered. Yeah, you joined the live. Yeah.